Okay, now we want to install something called Compass, MongoDB Compass. So go to the link below and click download now. Here you will have to choose your type of platforms. By default, I think it knows which one you're using, then click download. Follow the instruction to install the application, and once you're done, open it. And you will end up in a page that looks like this one. We want to connect to our database. For that, you're going to pass the string we copied previously. This thing here is basically the key, the API key to your database. Anyone with this can do anything on your database. That's why it has to remain private. In MongoDB, it's called a connection string. It always has this structure, this little piece of text here, then the username, column, and then the password at, and then the URL to your database. If you ever forget this link, just go back to Mongo Cloud, click connect, and then when you click Compass, it will tell you the actual connection string. And if you ever forget your password, then in this case, you would have to recreate a new user. So for that, you will go to database access, and then you would edit the actual user. So my username is Marc Louvion. You would edit the password. You cannot change it, so you have to create a new one. You can auto-generate one, and then you would have a new password for the same username. And you would copy-paste those details right here. Okay, now we can connect. So now we're connected on the database. You'll see on the left, we have different types of databases. Admin, config, and local are stuff that are added by default. You don't want to touch any of those. And we're going to go to the production one. Since I already created the collection jobs, it's displayed here. If you want to have fun, you can create one just to play around. And I'm going to do this with you. I'm going to say maybe users and then create collections. I'm going to add a user. I'm going to add those information to the user. Since it's using JSON format, you always want to write the key with quotes at the beginning and at the end. And then you can write either text or numbers or booleans. I'm going to click insert. And now I have a new collection of users with one document. And then I can do a bunch of things. If I want to retrieve a user, I will have to pass a query. So I would have to write curly braces, and then the name of the value I want to filter. So is entrepreneur, column, and then true. And then when I press enter, it's only going to return documents where the key is entrepreneur is true. And you can do a bunch of other really cool stuff. Like, for instance, I want to find users where the age is greater or equal to 30. So I can use this little syntax here and press enter, and it's going to return those users. If instead I write 40, it's going to return no other users because I am not 40 yet. And by double clicking on any value, you can edit their value. And you can also check the type of data that are stored in the database. So the email is a string, the age is int 32, it's an integer, so kind of like a number, a boolean, etc., etc. And recently, with the new boom of AI, you have this generate query feature. You might have to log in to your account again so that it works. It's a quick overview here, but basically you can speak in natural language, and it's supposed to give you back the type of query you're supposed to run. So let's try with this. Find users where age is lower than 40. And it generated this little query here. And if I press find, it's going to query those users. As we build our application, we're going to go a little bit deeper about how to retrieve and how to edit data in the database. For now, you have a rough overview and you can visualize all the data with MongoDB Compass. And since we're going to recreate our entire collection in the code, we can delete this entire database. So for that, click the trash bin here and then copy paste the name. I realize I made a typo and drop the database to start fresh and clean.